Mike, you are on Beyond Reality Radio. Thanks for calling in.
Absolutely. Hello again. Excuse me.
So Slick
How
said,
you guys doing?
we're doing great. Slick said you want to talk about UFOs.
Yeah, well, someone was sharing their UFO experience. He was Millie. And so I thought, hey, I'll give it a shot and get in there and see if I could share. I remember it was April, I want to say 21st of 2012. I stepped outside. It was around midnight, and I was looking up. I was in Tempe, Arizona, and I was looking toward the northwest, and I saw like 6 or 7 of these glowing orangish like orbs in the sky. They were in a V shape, and then they were traveling over like the Papago Mountain area. And I immediately ran over because the neighbors were having a barbecue. There was like 6 or 7 people outside because I didn't want to be the only one to see this. So I got a big group of people to come out. We were all watching these fly over in a V shape, and they turned into like a triangle right above our heads. Then they disbanded in different directions, just going faster and faster until they disappeared.
Wow.
Jeez.
Now,
A bunch of people saying hi. Hi, Chuck, Millie, Deborah.
Well, there seems to be an awful lot of UFO type activity in the Southwest. I mean, I hear reports about it all the time. Do you have a theory as to why it's so active around there, other than Area 51?
A lot of people like to contribute things they see around here to Luke Air Force Base, which we're about maybe, I want to say 10 miles away from.
Mm-hmm.
But the jets are fly over our house every day, like Monday through Friday. It's just nonstop.
Yeah.
Well, Jimmy, weren't you with me that time at the inn? We were doing an investigation up at the Spalding Inn, and it was nighttime, and we went outside. There was like 60 of us out there, and all of a sudden we saw the things streaking through the skies. And upon further research, we were able to find out that there were tracers being sent out by the jet fighters, and they were doing some maneuvers around it. But it was creepy as hell when we saw it. And then later that night, they decided to break the sound barrier above the building, and the whole building rattled. And it was people truly thought, oh my God, it's UFOs. Before we did the research and found out exactly what it was.
Hey,
wow.
Well, Mike, thanks for calling in and sharing that program. Mike, you've won something on the program before, right?
Yes, I got my shirt and hat.
Good.
In fact, Sean Porter was so nice. He sent me this ghost hunting box with a flashlight, one of those wristband EVP things. I'm going to take him to the Gaslight, and I was really, heartbroken when I contacted Jay Yates this morning, and he said that he was stuck at the Sky Harbor International Airport for like 13 hours, and wasn't going to be able to make it on the show tonight. So looking forward to that for like 2 weeks.
Yeah, well, we'll get it rescheduled. We'll make that happen. No problem.
Oh, cool,
there.
definitely.
Yeah. Well, anyway, thanks for calling in, Mike. Good to hear from you from Arizona. We love chatting with you.
Absolutely. Love chatting with you guys, too. Have a great night.
Thanks. So we've got time for one more listener call. If somebody would like to call in and chat with us before we bring our next guest into the program, the number's 315-400-0585. And, you brought up a good point, Jay. A lot of people will see things like those tracers we saw or whatever, and they jump to the conclusion that it's extraterrestrial or whatever, and it really doesn't take too much research to debunk some of that stuff.
No, and I'm a firm believer that there are aliens. I'd be naive, I think, to say that they're not. Well, I'm not talking illegal alien. I'm talking about aliens from other. Well, I guess they'd be illegal too if they're from other planets, right? So,
if they came here and tried to get driver's license, I suppose.
Well, no. I think as long as they get here, won't a lot of states just give them driver's license?
That's true anymore. That's true.
So let's not. But there's. I'm a firm believer in that. But there's just you really got to research into it. It's like that night that happened, Jim, we could have just assumed, oh, my God, we've seen UFOs. There were 60 people there. Right. But we did the research and checked it out and so forth. And we were able to figure out what was truly going on.
Yeah. And that's I guess that's the point. And we preach it a lot, but whether it's hunting for ghosts or whether it's cryptids or UFOs, don't jump to conclusions. Do your homework, do your research before you make any determinations, because frequently these things can be explained, by normal occurrences. So